Hi everyone, welcome back to Admitex and a brand new episode on our series University Focus. My name is Prabhat and I'm the founder and head coach at Admitex. अगर आप इस चैनल पे नए हो, so University Focus is our series जिसमें मैं आपकी favorite universities को review करता हूँ one by one. And I will tell you everything you need to know about that specific university. Today, I am reviewing a university which ranks among the top 100 universities in the world, offers up to 30% of scholarships, and costs just 18 lakhs for your master's degree. Also, you can even get a post-study visa of up to 3 years if you study in this country. I am obviously talking about the University of Auckland, which is New Zealand's premier research institution and a top destination for international students. In this video, we'll explore how this university stands out as the highest ranking university in New Zealand and offers an excellent alternative to studying in Australia. So before we jump in, I will quickly tell you about New Zealand and why it's an excellent option for Indian students. Compared to Australia, New Zealand is a much smaller and less populated country and is perfect for nature lovers due to its beautiful landscapes. It is also an excellent alternative to studying in Australia because it offers very favorable immigration routes and even faster pathways to a PR if that is your objective. आपको शायद पता होगा that to get a post-study visa in Australia, you need a master's degree of at least 2 years and courses of 1 year or 1.5 years are not eligible. But in New Zealand, this is not the case. You can even get a post-study visa of up to 3 years if your master's degree is just 1 year or 1.5 years. So for students who are actually considering studying in Australia, New Zealand can be a much cheaper and much more feasible alternative. Now let's come back to the University of Auckland. मुझे पता है that आप सब लोग सबसे पहले रैंकिंग से चेक करते हो, तो मैं आपको वही बता देता हूँ. So QS has actually ranked it at number 65 in the world, and Times Higher Education has ranked it at 152 in the world. And in fact, it is the only university among the top 200 in New Zealand. So these rankings actually tell you about the quality of education and the international exposure you will get if you study at the University of Auckland. So the University of Auckland is actually New Zealand's largest university and has more than 40,000 students studying at any time, and it offers more than 300 different courses at all levels. So you can be sure that no matter what your field is, you can definitely find a course at the University of Auckland. In fact, some of the most popular courses are offered across the following fields: computer science, engineering, business and management, law, medicine and health sciences, arts and humanities, and environmental sciences. So you must thinking that tuition fees तो बहुत expensive होगी, because अगर इतनी अच्छी यूनिवर्सिटी है तो obviously it must be expensive. But actually this is not the case. In fact, if you compare it to other countries, it can even be much cheaper. So for example, for a bachelor's course, the tuition fee can start from 38,000 New Zealand dollars and go up to 55,000 New Zealand dollars, which is approximately 18 lakh rupees to 27 lakh rupees. For a master's course, the same fees can start from 42,000 New Zealand dollars and go up to 60,000 New Zealand dollars, which is approximately 20 lakhs to 29 lakh Indian rupees. बट अगर आप इसको ऑस्ट्रेलिया की फीस से कंपेयर करो, ओवर देयर द ट्यूशन फी कैन बी एज हाई एज 35 लाख रुपीज फॉर 1 ईयर, एंड सिंस आपको 2 साल का कोर्स करना पड़ेगा, सो योर टोटल फीस कैन बी अप टू 70 lakhs, whereas if you complete a 1-year masters in New Zealand, it can be just 29 lakhs. So आप कंपेयर कर सकते हो that compared to Australia, it is much more affordable. अब अगर आपका यहाँ पर पढ़ने का मन कर रहा है, so I'm sure you want to know about the entry requirements. So if you're going for a bachelor's course, you will need at least 75% in your class 12th, and if you're going for a master's course, you will need at least 65% in your bachelor's. But this requirement might change depending on the exact course that you choose. Now I will tell you about the English language requirements, but listen very carefully because these are quite different from other universities. So for a bachelor's course, you will need an IELTS score of minimum 6.0 with no band less than 5.5 and a TOEFL overall score of 80 with a writing section of at least 21. For a master's course, you will need an IELTS score of at least 6.5 overall with no band less than 6 and a TOEFL score of 90 with a writing section of at least 21. You can also take other English exams like the Cambridge English Test or PT, but make sure that you do not take Duolingo because Duolingo is not accepted by the University of Auckland. But for some reason, if let's say your IELTS score is not sufficient, you can take the one skill retake to meet the minimum requirements. अगर आपको IELTS waiver चाहिए तो आपको मिल सकता है, but बहुत specific situations के अंदर. So you can get a waiver for a bachelor's course if you scored at least 70% in your class 12th English. But for a master's course, you will not be able to get a waiver. You have to take one of the accepted exams, such as IELTS, TOEFL, or one of the others. So as the name suggests, the University of Auckland is located in Auckland, which is the largest city in New Zealand and also the capital. There are 4 major campuses inside the city: the City campus, the Grafton campus, the New Market campus, and the South Auckland campus. But there are also two more smaller campuses just outside the city which offer more specialized education. So I will highlight the two specialized campuses outside of Auckland. The first one is the Tai Tokoro campus, which is located about 2 hours from Auckland and is a very small campus with just about 200 students. The second one is the Goldie Wine Science Center, which is located on an island nearby and specializes in wine and spirits programs. So if you're a fan of wine and spirits, or if you're looking for a course such as beverage management, then this might be the perfect option for you. But most of its programs are actually run from the main city campus in Auckland, which is by far New Zealand's biggest and most culturally vibrant city. You also get other benefits such as advanced laboratories, extensive libraries, state-of-the-art classrooms, and the campus in fact provides an inspiring environment designed to support both academic pursuits and personal growth. The institution's commitment to research and innovation is complemented by excellent support services through its career cells, such as the CV clinic, networking events, and even supporting you in your internship search. This ensures that graduates are well prepared for the global job market. Since you will be studying in Auckland, you will not need to worry about accommodation or living arrangements because you have a wide variety of options such as university halls, private apartments and flats, and all of them are equipped with modern amenities. The university even has a guaranteed housing scheme which guarantees that you will get a student accommodation and you don't actually have to worry about looking for an apartment, and you can in fact focus on your study. Now I will talk about possibly the most important thing, and I think you have been waiting for this, is the scholarships. So the University of Auckland understands that international students often need some financial support and in fact offers a lot of scholarships for Indian students. There are many options, but I will highlight 4 specific scholarships, which are the International Student Excellence Scholarship, the India High Achiever Scholarship, the Asian High Achiever Scholarship, and the University of Auckland International Business Master Scholarship. These scholarships can grant you from 10,000 to 20,000 New Zealand dollars, which makes funding your degrees a little bit easier. अब आपको पूरा आइडिया लग गया है कि न्यूजीलैंड में कौन से कोर्सेज अवेलेबल हैं एंड कितनी फीस लगेगी, एंड यू कैन एक्चुअली कंपेयर इट विद ऑस्ट्रेलिया. अगर आपने अभी तक हमारी वो वीडियो नहीं देखी है, देन यू कैन वॉच दिस वीडियो अबाउट डीकिंग यूनिवर्सिटी where I do a similar breakdown of fees, courses and scholarships, and you can actually do a comparison between Australia and New Zealand. आपको comparison के बाद पता लगेगा that New Zealand is actually a much more affordable option compared to larger Australian cities. So we have almost covered everything, but I will quickly do a round of pros and cons in just 2 minutes. So let's start with the pros. So the University of Auckland boasts incredible rankings, ranking among the top 100 universities in the world. It has very strong industry connections, ensuring that all graduates land a job. It has modern facilities with state-of-the-art classrooms, and its tuition fees is comparatively much more affordable and offers a lot of generous scholarships. Plus, the cost of living can also be more affordable compared to other larger cities in Australia. But there are 2 cons that you should be aware of before studying at the University of Auckland. Since New Zealand has overall fewer universities, if you have a very specialized program in mind, then you may have more options in Australia. And second, even though Auckland is a comparatively more affordable place to live, it is still one of the most expensive places in New Zealand. If you want to study in New Zealand, obviously there cannot be any university better than the University of Auckland. But in my opinion, you should still consider a few more options as backups, such as University of Waikato, University of Otago, Victoria University of Wellington, Auckland University of Technology, and Lincoln University. So I hope that you got all of the information that you needed about the University of Auckland. If you're already convinced and if you want to apply to the University of Auckland now, then make sure that you click the link in the description and one of my team members will reach out to you personally. If you haven't watched the remaining episodes in this series, then we will also put the links in the description where you can check out other leading universities that we have covered so far. If you have a specific university which is not listed and you want me to cover, then make sure that you comment the name below, and the next video will definitely be on that specific university. With that said, that brings me to the end of this video. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button and like this video. It really helps the channel.